Hi, so I'm Pat Devine from one of the vets in Lismore Vets. It's a 3.5 vet practice. Mostly it's a mixed practice, mostly made up of large animals, although we do some small animals as well, and horses and pigs. It's mostly a dairy region around here, and that's what we see mostly during the day. So there's been a vet in Lismore since 1923. A man by the name of Hines started working there first in 1923. And then there was a man called Hobson there, and then the practice grew into the one that it is now when it was set up by Dave Lee in 1953. He was joined by Edward O'Brien Lynch in the 1970s, and then Paul Kennedy joined in 1990. So we've just looked at the cow there. She had an RDB operation done 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, she's after the abomasum was after swelling up again the right hand side. It's not after twisting, so we're after deciding to treat her medically. She was 1 away grand for 2 weeks, and then she went out on grass, and she's after clearing up again with rich low grass there over the last couple of days. Grand job. So we just finished scanning there. There was a few cows in. Some of them had luteal cysts, and there were some of them not cycling. So for the ones with luteal cysts, we give them progesterone, or we give them prostaglandin. For the ones that weren't cycling or only recently calved, we give them progesterone implant, and they're gone on a program to bring them to fixed tiny eye. When we were there, then the farmer had a cow with a swollen quarter. She had no signs of clinical mastitis, so we did a California mastitis test on her as well, and she showed no signs of raised cell count on that or subclinical mastitis. So we were after putting her on an anti-inflammatory there for 2 or 3 days, and hopefully this will go down. Okay, so we're just after finishing scanning some mares there. One was recovering for they're going ordering the semen, and that should be there on Friday, so hopefully she'll go forward to that. The other 2 were recipients for embryo transfer, so just to get them lined up for the donor mare, so they should be lined up, and they'll both the donor and the recipient will get prostaglandin probably a day or 2 apart, just to have them lined up, and that should work out okay. Wash around the area here now, just to make this kind of infection. So we're just after we're just dropping in a bit local into the testicles and spermatic cord after sedating them. Just do the cross incision. All these lads have been castrated. They've been done standing, and they're just sedated. They've all got open anesthetic tank, there's anti-inflammatories, tetanus, and covered with antibiotics. I suppose we're just looking there if there's any blood leaking or anything like that, and there isn't here, so they should be okay. And the next thing is just infection, but everything should be okay. Grant, we're just after making a teaser bull there for a dairy farmer. It's not, I suppose normally they're done a bit earlier in the year, but look at teaser bulls kind of come into their own in the first week of repeats, and so he's just after starting A9 there on Monday, so it will be 3.5 to 4 weeks time. The teaser bull will be made. Look, it's an invaluable aid for heat protection, especially when you'd expect that numbers of cows that are going to be less, so it makes them easier to find. Right, so we've just taken some blood samples from pigs there and some nasal swabs, just to monitor the health status of the farm. It allows for certification of the meat from that herd to be exported abroad, and it's part of a routine visit. We have to do quarterly reports as well as part of it. And there was an abscess there, it was popped yesterday, and there was a wet pole that's put on it just to drain out as much fluid as possible, so you can see it coming out there on top of my finger. So as soon as the job, put around some anti-inflammatories now, put a hold this on again, and this should do the job. So that's all the calls done for today. Thanks to Donald and MSD for following us around, and good luck.
Hi everyone, that's all I have for you today. Big thanks to Lismore Veterinary Clinic again for having me down today. You were great. Big thanks to Pat, Ciara, Clodagh and also Shirley and Michelle. For day 4 of Day in the Life of a Vet, please join Emma Gilson from MSD Animal Health, while she'll be going to Galway to Farmgate Veterinary Clinic.